We got some delicious mango Pepsi, my absolute favorite flavor. The run is acceptable only if you produce sour gas. I'll accept 100 kilogram per 100 cycle minimum, even if you don't cool it down. Okay, we'll make some sour gas, but we'll do that once. We'll do that to celebrate actually getting the dupe set up at the main base. Hello, Yelp Guga. Hope you're doing well. Were you playing Oxygen Not Included today? We are restarting sour gas or bust. The run where we aim to set up a completely sustainable colony. That's going to rely entirely on glossy Dreco resource recycling. Yes, we're restarting because basically the long commute situation was too bad in the previous run while we were trying to transition between bases. That compounded with the fact that Slime Lung accidentally leaked, so all the dupes had long commutes and Slime Lung, which meant they were running for breath everywhere. And then there was a Popped Eardrums episode because the SPOM was leaking oxygen into the environment, into a closed pocket where the dupes were going to grab water to cool down. So in summary, the dupes weren't doing anything other than getting stressed. And we could have fixed it. We were about 350 cycles in. We could have fixed it, but I didn't want it to be the example I set for my long run, because that is not how you're supposed to start a run. And we're only doing the one restart. You guys are really enjoying the channel points today, aren't you? We're doing the one restart because we picked the wrong seed when we originally started, and we decided to roll with it. So we're going to take our one do-over to pick the correct seed, and just again, because this is where I'm actually starting a YouTube video, I'll show you guys the actual seed on the tool. So this is all the information I'm going to show you for now, but basically the point is, very, very good, Neo. The point is, it's geodormant, so there's less geysers. This means two things. A, we're going to have less resources available at our disposal, so we're going to want to actually progress the sour gas boiling stuff sooner. And B, it means there's more space to actually build the industry, because we can build a giant industrial block in this whole area without any obstructions. This is a much larger unobstructed area than in the previous run, where we had to worm it around some geysers. And the dupe base is going to be smaller, and it's going to go up here. But we'll see how big we want to make it later, but we're actually just going to initially move the dupes up here. There's an artifact here? Yeah, there is an artifact here. That's pretty cool. We're trying to take care of me, hydrated and stretched, tippy-top shape for the V2. Thank you, yes. Now all I need is some actual sleep. But yes, welcome Raiders. Hope you're all having a good day. I forget, did you look at gunk boiling and phyto oil cycles? I thought about it. I wasn't really that interested. I still think I want to keep it mostly organic dupes, just for the theme of the run, and then we'll put the bionic dupes on the other asteroids. I still want to do that. We didn't get around to doing that last time. We didn't get that far. We will make more progress this time. We are going to be more focused. Because I'm absolutely not allowed to restart now. We've already pushed our luck. Anyways. Oh, you mean the maths? No, I didn't do maths. You can't activate puff cam for now. That's why I don't do maths. Fair enough. So the other interesting thing is there are crash satellites. It's not that interesting, but there is enough radiation we can mutate some plants pretty easily. So we'll think about that. Glowwood Wasteland asteroid is a frozen friend. Maybe we'll actually go to the second asteroid this time. But yeah, game settings. Let's add some story traits. We're going to add the brain machine. We're going to add the hermit. We're going to add the ancient specimen. I'm not going to bother with the critter fluxomatic because we got the... Hold on. There you go. We got the Glossy Dreco early enough last time. That definitely was not a constraint, and I don't really like it. And the Biobot Builder we're also going to skip out on because I don't think that's going to be a huge priority. We just need to actually go back to the proper fundamentals and actually make a proper base. Like a normal base. Alright? Okay, so there we go. We're on the seed that we want. In terms of scrambling DLCs, we're enabling the DLCs. I believe we determined that if we enable the series fragments, then this one still has gassy moves on it. We'll investigate this later. I'm not even going to talk about this now because this is far off in the distance. But we do want to have gassy moves, but this will give us both Gassy Moose and the Frosty Planet pack content, and then all the biome remixes are disabled because we need to do this to make sure that the oil biome doesn't spawn. We don't want an oil biome, that's the theme of the run. Froze is a nice free dupe with 3 skills, and the Awaker can survive easily with 5 cycles recharge. Yeah, that's true. But the fundamentals of struggle, there are so many fun things to build. Yeah, that's the thing. Last time, we just got too excited about decorating and other stuff, being complacent, thinking we didn't have to do all the basic stuff. Is the Moon Planet the one that gets replaced with a seed? Yes, it gets replaced with a series fragment. But, as we discovered last time when we were testing it out, there is a top layer of Gassy Moose and Gas Grass on the series fragment. So, we're not going to miss out on them. It's just going to be a bit of a different shape. But yeah, this is it. That's it. There's no traits on the other asteroids. Let's go. Oh, and yeah, the settings are all normal. We're just keeping it on normal settings. There we go. Let's actually begin. No, last time we discovered we can make the best rooms ever. Yes, but we'll we'll get everything actually properly sorted out first. So the other thing I was really annoyed about, we should have just tamed the cool steam vents immediately. Like, we were running out of oxygen because our water wasn't condensing from the cool steam vents because we left it too long. We didn't actually need to do the metal volcano tamers first. We just needed to do the cool steam vent tamers first. And in all honesty, we've got cool steam vents on this asteroid. We're probably just gonna do the Luma Plays build, because there's literally no reason not to, I don't think. Right, so let's see. We want a digger initially. Actually, no, we want a builder initially. We want a researcher, and we want a rancher, because we want to make sure that we're getting critters up quickly. We're also probably going to set up the hatches very quickly, because the hatch ranch isn't so complicated that it's going to be a problem if we set one up and then we have to move it later. We find the outfit. Yeah, you guys get to see the sour gas or bust outfit again. That's the real reason we restarted. Right, okay. Let's reroll a little bit. Again, I think I'm just going to find some interesting random dupes. I know you can settle the settings, but I find it more fun when we restart. What do we want? You know what, Frankie? We'll take a Frankie. You're destructive. Maybe we don't take a destructive dupe. We'll actually think about that this time. Let's make sure they're all standard dupes. No bionics to start with. I don't feel like it. I want someone with a lot of points of construction. We could actually just take a Freya. Frostproof dupes. Do we just take a load of frostproof dupes? We are planning on moving into a frosty or a cold biome pretty soon to get the dupes out of the way of any industry we do. I think we actually might do that. Can we pick 3 Freyas? Is that a thing you could do? I mean, if we roll a little bit... Oh, we can get more frostproof dupes. They don't have to be Freyas. Okay. That sounds like a fun theme. Let's actually just get a load of frostproof dupes. I'm going to roll for a guy with a high research skill again. That sounds fun. I don't think the randomizer lets you get dupes. Oh, is it operating on bilateral logic? Fair. We don't need mechatronics for the researcher. I don't really want decreased agriculture on you, because you're probably going to be doing the seed analyzer later, right? Yeah, we'll pick the frosty dupes, and that's going to help to start with the moving. I think Steve will be good. You always want a Steve. Freya is also destructive, but they're a yodeler. We got to go with the Freya. Okay, and then the rancher. I want to pick a rancher just so we're not relying on rolling a good one later, because we're going to lead a lot more on ranching this time. That being said, right, we know we can lead on the water weeds. We know we can lead on them pretty easily because there's enough bleach stone to just dig out that we can just start farming them. Maybe if we just commit to that earlier, maybe we don't need to worry so much about the rancher. Do we do this? Do we pick a farmer instead of a rancher? I don't know. I feel like it's easier to just find farmers later, because you start with getting the farming skill, and then you have to spec into ranching. I feel like I'd rather have the rancher sooner in advance, even if they're not being immediately helpful. I want to get glossies up sooner. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well, I think we are just going to do 3 frosty dupes. pre-frostproof dupes. And I will be a bit more selective about which dupes I take as well. Maybe we just prioritize frostproof. I think this is really good because the reduced downtime from having to actually go to cool down at the water coolers, I think it is significant. Oh no, not the other way around. The heaters. They don't have to go to the space heaters as much. And it seems like a fun run, a fun theme. There was a lot of frozen biome on the last asteroid, I must say. Now it's gonna take a while to find one. You'll do. Yeah, increased stakeholder morale bonus. There we go. We got Devon as well. Okay, right now we go through the rename something commands. So we got a Neo. Which one do you want to be, Neo? Ranching is fun until I run out of rocks. Yeah, we ran out of rock on the Rime Revenge with the hatches, didn't we? Frostproof can be gained by just giving them warm cots. Warm cots? Really? Elaborate. Oh, warm coats. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, we could do that, but then I guess that is more important than the decor, right? But here's the thing, right? If we do the frostproof dupes and we give them the cool vests, then they're both heat resistant and cold resistant. Surely that's a good plan. Maybe it's not that relevant if we're actually going to prioritize ammo suits. Maybe it's worth a try. Your TP hatch ranch die wasn't fast enough cooling for the magma. Yeah. Coats, no PJs. No, we're not doing PJs. It's like 4 reed fiber. And then you lose the outfit decor bonus. I don't think that the decor matters. Do the cool vests still exist? Oh god, I can't remember. You're right, I think that did change. PJs are free. Yes, I know they're free. Stop it. Stop it, Redneck. They got removed. Yeah, I thought they did get removed. I didn't remember exactly what happened. So you just can't get a cool vest anymore. How weird. Right, okay. So who do you want to be, Neo? Which dupe? Which dupe do you want to be, Uglavisk? Do you have any preference? If not, we're gonna make Neo the Freya. Speak up or forever hold your peace. And then Steve is gonna be Uglavisk. And you're all gonna get lowercase, because that's just how they roll. Actually, no, we don't have to do that. We could do it with the actual spelling that you guys use. That's fine. Okay, lockers just dropped snazzy suits and warm coats. Yeah, that's what I noticed last time. Okay, and the colony name is gonna be #orbust. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Starting strong. Right, we're in. We're restarting, for real. And we're not gonna screw it up this time. Peace. Long live the run, indeed. Right, okay. Let's have a look. Devon with no name? Yes, Devon currently doesn't have a name. I know a certain Leofar that might want to change that, but we'll see. So yeah, normal temperate biome. Water's here, that's fine. So, let's see. Let's just dig. Interesting, we've got the plants over here. I should still investigate the nature reserve, right? Let's also give people the priorities. Attacking can be priority 1, life support can be priority 1, toggling can be priority 2. And then the schedule for now, we will do 2 downtime, 1 bed. Let's go. Do a PJ party, punch and pie for all dupes. Nice. We'll go grab the metal as well very quickly. That will do. Okay. Let's go. Music is here. There we go. Alrighty. we got some catching up to do. We've got to get back to where we were previously. Now, I think what we'll do is we'll put the door here and we'll do the access shaft down here. Ooh, an early music redeem. Alright, so I guess we're not getting the game music to start off this playthrough with. We're getting our own music. Fair enough. Right, There we go. You guys get the actual chill hop playlist for this run. We've got a new vibe. Cool room speedrun. Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah, just keep digging for now. After 45 hours of practice, we're here for the real run. Yes, exactly. And we can't quit this one. Look, here's the starter hatch. He's already nomming away. That's fine. We'll build some doors as soon as we get some metal. You are digging. You're just doing it with your brain. I love Freya's hair. Neo is looking very stylish today. That's good. What we could do, we could just put a nature reserve in here and just have this be the room like last time. These plants are actually at the right height that it lines up with the roof levels, so that's pretty good. Let's... I think what I'll do is we'll dig up the muck root and then we'll let the producers produce. Yeah, that seems like a good plan. And then we'll speed it up just a little bit. I'm just building those tiles there, so I remember we're going to nature reserve this. Right, we've got stuff for doors. So, doors going to go here. This is going to be the access shaft. So, for now, I think we're going to have the ladder come down here. And then the pitcher pump could just go here. Yeah, that'll do for now. Yeah, keep building that. And then, what else are we going to put in place? There's no timer on fluid and stretch. Bean mode? Bean mode for need to refresh. I think there's supposed to be a small timer. It's alright. Yeah, let's get cracking. So, we want the beds up high so that the carbon dioxide sinks to the bottom. I think what we could do is we could just put the beds up here, and then it'll be nice and separate from the shine bug. That'll do for now. Yeah, come up here, and then we'll just dig this for now. Put a little door here, and then we'll put the 3 beds up here. We've even got the, actually, yeah, if we dig this, then we'll even have the oxalite. And then I'll tile this. Yeah, this seems like a good plan. And then ladder here as well. Releasing the sand is fine. We're not going to get the dupes wet. So we're going to try and avoid getting them wet because we don't... Actually, they don't get their frostproof, so they can get as wet as we want, right? Phone doesn't display timer, got it on laptop, fair enough. Okay, I'm glad that my settings didn't just change randomly. I'm always a little bit paranoid about that. Right, so we can just put the bathroom in here, right? Yeah, let's just do that. So let's put 2 wash basins and 2 outhouses. I will tile this. There's no oxalite to disrupt the room here. And then we should be pretty much ready already. This has been pretty quick. The water was in a very convenient spot. This water is in a very convenient spot. The only scouting I've done for the seed is knowing where the geysers are and where the biomes are. It was just that one image I showed at the beginning, so I don't know every little detail about what's going on here. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. So, let's keep digging out the algae while we're here. You're gonna get some dirt as well. Okay, grab the dirt, that's fine. Yeah, you're fine, Redneck, don't worry. Right, furniture. Let's get some cots. Let's actually do the staycation cots today. Because we feel like it. And we'll dig out the sand as well. Yeah, you guys are actually pretty quick today. That's good. The uranium lump is over here. We will print our digger as the first dupe we get. And then, what else do we want to do? Probably just start connecting everything up, right? We'll probably do another little access shaft over here. We've got the ocean biome starting here. The ocean biome is about 30 degrees. It's too hot for growing stuff, but it's not bad. Okay, there we go. We built all the beds. We've got a little bit of time left. Let's build a 4th bed. We can start tiling stuff. That's fine. Yeah, go ahead and start tiling stuff. We'll tile this one tomorrow. Will dupes have a bathroom break and sleep cycle 1? Yeah. They've got a little downtime and a bedtime here. They're literally staying right next to the base, so it's not like there's going to be a mad rush. Room-wise, this room could get to 64 tiles in size, so we can dig out this algae. There's still plenty of food. The hatch. I want to lock out the hatch. So we want this room to be 11 wide. The hatch is currently in here. You're suffering from a lack of sleep too. The issue is, right, in the summer, I struggle to get to sleep because my main way of getting to sleep is with it being really dark. And obviously, it doesn't get very dark.
Wow.
It's puff cam time. Okay, it is puff cam time, you're right. We'll just complete the first cycle and then we'll go. We'll go and do puff cam. Welcome, Grey Area. We have one dupe left to name. We have a Devon. Anyone fancy naming the Devon? Yeah, wow, we're really doing all the commands today. That's nice. Yeah, dig that one. I guess you could dig these ones as well. Might as well get a head start. You guys have a little bit of extra time left. Right, what's the actual achievements you guys have now, then? Yeah. Construct a building outside the starting biome. Bed and bath. I think we haven't done that. Put me in, coach. Yes. There we go. So, there we go. We've got the special music for renaming Devon. So, we now have a grey area. And then... Hold on. Right, let's do this. With the saxophone. It's saxophone puff time. Yeah. Don't mind me. It's the puffed. It's the puffed. There we go. It's still somewhat bright. You guys are lucky. Ugh. Now, the problem is, the cable I use for rotating the guy is in the car. So he's not going to rotate, he's just going to stand there for now. The static guy. You snooze, you lose. Try doing the rename on the phone, not the PC. Well, you'll get another chance in cycle 3. That's absolutely fine. But I'm quite glad that you guys were keen to rename the dupes already. So, nighttime descends on the colony. We've already done the initial stuff we want to do. And the dupes are close enough that they can just do all the errands. So that's good. Go onto your vehicle now. Puffs must rotate. No! We're not interrupting the first stream to go and grab a cable. I perhaps should have thought about that. No, you're just gonna see the puffed in his magnificence, staring at the camera. Right, yeah, now you guys can actually go to sleep. There you go. So that's alright for now. So long as I get to bed before the sunlight arrives, or so long as they're on the way to bed before the sunshine arrives, they're okay. So that's fine. What I want to do now is I want to tile here. That's an image we're being abused on the puff cam. Bathe in his glory. Are you just gonna dig a little hole now? No? You're just gonna roam around? Okay. Spin that shit. Nope. Right, disinfect. I mean, don't disinfect them. Right, let's get the research stuff up. The next thing. So, we know that... Have you buried yourself? You have buried yourself. Good. So, we want this room to be 11 wide. We do this because it's a nice space for fitting stuff in. Dividing it up. So, we'll put the battery in here. Because the battery is an industrial machinery. We'll put the oxygen diffuser in here as well. And then the supercomputer is going to go here. And then the battery, the generator is going to go here. And the wire is just going to go like this. And then we can start exploring again. Is there any oxygen down here? There's a little bit of oxygen down here. There's plug slugs immediately available. That's good, that's good. Yeah, stump the sand, I suppose. That's fine. Let's keep tiling up here. We are just going to build a ladder here. The intent is very much to actually have the main base be directly above where the dupes start. So I'm fine with this shaft being a permanent shaft. Asking for a friend. Had a rename on the V1 run for either the first stinky or natural gas vent to Fart Squad. Need to redeem again. You probably will, yeah. Them's the rules. I'm not sure... Well, we do know where the vents are. We know that there's no vents anywhere near us because we specifically picked the seed to prevent that from happening. But that doesn't mean we're not going to try and find them soon. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. That's fine. Yeah, you can keep doing this for now. Let's keep digging over here. And we'll dig up little blobs to try and get the food. Importantly, this room is now hatch-proof, so if we Friday 9 here, we can make sure all the food gets delivered to the lab. For now, while we're waiting for the research. Good stuff. Yeah, I guess we'll just keep digging all these easy ones. There's a big coal node here. I'll grab that. Yeah, we've got polluted water, we've got Pacus. We could do Pacus. Anyways, was on the yes side but voted no, since whatever I vote for doesn't win, so lol. Oh, so you're the one who voted not to restart. Hilarious. It's a perfectly valid opinion that I shouldn't restart and that runs should have consequences. But this is the one time I'll permit going back on that because we literally picked the wrong seed to start. And you're probably sick of me saying this now. But I'm emphasizing it because we've just started the run. And I want to make sure you will know why we did actually restart this time. This is not happening again. If we screw up this time, we've got to actually fix stuff. The seed argument won me over. Yeah, exactly. How convenient. Pick these up as well. We want all the muck roots. But we will commit to doing water weeds sooner than we did last time, because they are quite a food-efficient, resource-efficient food source. The morale from lettuce isn't bad, and we know there's enough bleach stone, we can do it for a while. Also, we do actually know there's a chlorine vent on this asteroid. So, we can do puff ranching. Maybe that happens sooner rather than later, we'll see. We pre-build how many memorials? I'm sure someone will die. That's not to say we're not allowed to reload. We're totally allowed to reload if we feel the need. But I'm not going to abuse that. We'll only reload if it was, like, unavoidable. Or, like, definitely not my fault. Unambiguously. Okay, so the research is all ready. What do we want to research to start? Do we want to get the Great Hall to start just for some morale? That's usually a good plan. Yeah, we can do that. Might as well get the dupes eating up here, I suppose. This bit could be fairly clear. We'll dig all of this stuff out. We want the oxygen to flow down here. We want all the carbon dioxide to flow to the bottom of the map. There's a large amount in here at the moment. We'll open this up eventually. It's a sacrifice we're willing to make. Fair, fair. Oh, I said we were going to tile this up. I'm going to wait until we've actually let this oxalate expire. Obviously, we could dig it up if we really felt like it, but I don't really feel like it. Steve is doing the research. And by Steve, I mean Uglebisc. I think the thing that bugs me the most on a start is no hats, and please, are we still getting the IATMO suits? Yeah, everyone's still got the IATMO suits enabled. Hopefully this time they actually have them all to start with. Anyways, I'm going to have some Pepsi. Ah, that's much better. Yes. Pepsi. My favorite. Yeah, we want to make sure the dupes are eating near the base. So I think this is actually a good one to prioritize. It's not like anyone's actually been prioritizing dropping off the muck root either, because we haven't queued it up. was getting close to it, like not being disturbing. I like the eye suits. Right. Uglebisc, yeah, you're ready, because you're going to bed before it's light, you do actually end up going to sleep the full amount of time. And then this way, they'll wake up as soon as their stamina hits 100%. We can't do this all the time once the logistics get more complicated, but we can do it to start with. So you won't sleep a moment longer than you need to. You'll all wake up at different times. See? But eventually it reaches a point where you can't actually finesse it that finely. At which point we'll go back to 2 bedtime slots.
Seek fluid intake.
Fluid intake? Okay, here you go. Have some more fluid. There you go. More Pepsi. Pepsi intake. You're going to make me regret my decision to not get any squash, aren't you? Fair enough. Well, I can assure you I did also have some more Pepsi then, so we're fine. Yeah, we're gonna make this the nature reserve. I guess we aren't gonna have the manual generator in here when we do that. You're on Pepsi 2. Are you on Mango Pepsi 2? That's the real question, isn't it? Let's also whip out the Priority 8. Let's actually put some tiles here. And then I'm going to tile this as well, and we're going to make the Great Hall. You got tea? I must say, I'm not a big tea fan. I will tolerate you guys drinking tea, but it's not on the cards for me. Right, there you go. Feel free to do that. I will put a ladder here for now as well. I'll put a ladder here as well. That's fine. Also, this way with the puff cam, you guys actually get to watch the sun set slowly. I mean, the sun's already set, but you get to see all that sort of stuff happen. So, let's see. No one's got operating as a priority at the moment. That's fine. You're all fine. We've still got plenty of oxalite for now. But yeah, we're going to be very careful about slime lung. Now, the good thing is, this is a slug biome, so there's no slime lung in here. It's just polluted stuff, but it's not actually an issue. There's a lot of Pacus in here as well. There's an ocean as well. There's some polluted dirt. There's a tiny little bit of mud. That's fine. We can't get through the granite yet, but we'll get through the granite as soon as we print a new guy, which is in 0.2 cycles. So yeah, we can start planning the Great Hall. If we dig this stuff. Yeah, feel free to keep doing all of this. This is going to be 11 wide, right? Yeah. We'll do that again. And then dig this out. That's fine. Monkey tea is the bomb. Sadly, sadly I'm out, but going to Shanghai end of May. Sure, gonna grab a bunch. Fair enough. I could probably speed up to speed 3 now. I think we will do this. Neo's up here, finishing off the ladder. That's fine. Let's dig over here. Let's dig over here. We can start exploring around the periphery as well if we really feel like it. There's a little bit more water over here. That's interesting. Right. Who's our dupe? We got a loud sleeper, narcoleptic, diver's lungs, doctor... Oh, God. No, not you. Got a narcoleptic here. We got another rancher. That's very funny. Narcoleptic ranchers are pretty bad, though, because if they're wrangling critters and they have a nap, they just drop the critter. I don't know. General Dog's Body Nails. Hammer! Yes. Do you want to rename them Hammer? I think we probably will, just because we want someone to do all the odd tasks, and you're a grease monkey with suit wearing, so we're gonna get you fast and strong anyways. That seems fine. Harmless nails. Right, okay. So you... I'm gonna give you digging right away so we can dig up. Actually, do we need to do hard digging right this second? Probably not. We've still got stuff to do for another 3 cycles. So I am just going to skill you in researching, and we're going to get a backup researcher going. That seems fine. So, yeah, you've got a few different things that you like to do. So, researching, operating, ranching. I'm also going to put supplying, storing, and tidying on you. Yeah. But I am renaming the dupe Hammer. That's my decision. Nails always becomes Hammer. So, you guys don't get to pick that one. There we go. That's why we got the 4th cot. What we got here? We got the algae terrarium. We're not doing any algae terrarium stuff today. Or are we? No. I don't think we are. I dig this as well. We always want the extra labor of 1 dupe to start. There's enough resources on the map, it would be silly not to take a dupe if they don't have some kind of big downside. Seen a few that like to put all dupes research first, so they go up fast with science and then scrub. Oh, really? I don't know. I feel like the other attribute points do give you a lot of benefit to start, but it's an interesting idea. Right, let's also do this, and then you need to put a ladder here for now. We'll put a fire pole here pretty soon. Now we can actually put the mess tables in. So, let's just do this. I'll put 5 in now. I'm gonna, yeah, let's see, what we're gonna do over here. I think I might just put some more cots over here for now. Yeah. I think I'm fine doing this for now, because what we'll do, right, is we'll have... Oh, Christ. This doesn't line up very well, actually, does it? Let's just spread it out a bit more. It's fine. We'll dig out all this sand. Then you can dig this. At that point, I go balloon, yodel, sparkles, and overjoy. They're going to be easier. Balloon and lotus plus 5 science. Want to get them to harvest the mealwoods in the soon-to-be nature reserve? Yes, that's true. We've got plenty of food at the moment, but yeah. Let's go and enable harvest on all these. That's fine. Because I guess I was going to put another bed in here. You guys actually got time? If I interrupt you, you might go do it now. But I think I probably need to actually... Yeah, there you go. I interrupted the dupe's meal to get him to bed on time. That's hilarious. Dupe skill training is a bit of a process. I mean, I'm sure there's a little micromanaging we can do to get them up and running a little bit faster. Broken nature reserve because I forgot the mushroom. The muckroom was gone. The muckroot was gone once harvested. Yeah, we've got 5 plants here, so I could harvest the muckroot just fine. Right, we need, let's see, we need a decor item. Let's do the plant, so we can get the Great Hall going. I mean, I did just want to do the mess tables for now. Yeah, we're good. Okay, speed up again. I will put another door here. That's probably fine for now. We'll put some more beds up here. Athletics is probably the easy one. Yeah. The gym. You guys are totally right. If the dupes are getting bored, we should have set up a gym for them instead of making them decorate a base that wasn't actually going to be around long term. You're completely right. Bog, jellies, lettuce, everything edible is going in here. So yeah, again, the plan as always for the first stream is we want 3 things. We want smart coal power, we want plumb bathrooms, and we want a Great Hall. Great Hall is a pretty easy one. Cycle foil decorating? Yeah, no, well, we're gonna want the Great Hall anyways. We've already got the mess hall. It's plus 3 extra morale. We just need 1 plant. And it's just the first tech. And we want lights anyways for speeding things up as well. The light speed bonus for eating, going to the bathroom, etc. is significant. Especially early on. Because it's not like those get sped up by attribute points. So, for now, I'll just put the thing in here. We'll put a water cooler over here. I let them do it when you get the spinneroonie cable for Mr. Puff. Spinner? Oh, right. Oh. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that today. The dupes are focusing today. We're doing the hard graft today. We can dig these tiles, it's fine. Right, let's put the bluff briar in. And then we want to do employment to get the water cooler. That's all good. I think I'm just going to leave this here. Actually, you know what we could do? We could put a door here. That's fine. Dig up the sand. You have to just plant the plants in nature reserve anyways. Yeah, we do that a fair bit. But when you've got 4 in a row right here, like, we might as well, right? This isn't going to be permanent anyways, because eventually this is going to be the industry area, but that would be a pretty easy one to start with. You're being fine, Redneck. It's fine. I can handle it. Right, what else do we want? Let's speed through it. There's a load of oxygen over here. I probably do want the food over here, right? That's a lot of muck roots. We want to build more cots up here. That will do for now. And then what we'll do is we'll put 3 more mess tables in here, and then we'll put the water cooler here. And then the dupes could run down here and grab the water fairly easily. What I could actually do is just put the water cooler over here, right? And then move the plant to the side. I think I'm going to keep the plant here, though, because we're going to replace it with the phone eventually. Yeah, we're fine. Hammer, you're doing a good job, Hammer. Run on that wheel. Right, so what do we want now? We have the, let's see. We have the water cooler. So let's remove these two and put the water cooler in. And then we're done on the Great Hall. I will get them to tile this now so we don't think about it later. Yeah, there we go. That's all fine. Stretch? You want the puffed to stretch? Is that what you're actually asking for? I mean, I could do this. There we go. No, he doesn't actually balance on his head. He's very roly-poly. Okay, there we go. Now the puffed is having a stretch. There you go. I hope you're happy. Right, so we have the Great Hall in here. That's +6 morale. That's good. Got the 2 barracks. Got the latrine. That's all good. I think what I'll do as well is I'll just get this built out here, and then I'll seal this off so we don't accidentally block the room later. Right, okay. We can build this tile here as well. That's good. Yay! You weren't expecting anything. Well, we've got to try and get value out of your points somehow. Surely. I guess we're going to wait until a little later to grab the refined metal. That's an argument for just doing the hard digging dupe as soon as possible. But maybe the 2 researchers is better for now. But let's actually do some more research. Let's get to advanced research. We have the dupe with the skill. We might as well. You didn't pick a bed. Well, that wasn't overly sensible. I think we're still at the position where we can keep them on the schedule, but your bed was invalid. That's why you were having issues. You guys are building stuff with your mind. Good to see, good to see. Right, the other question is, do we actually want to let all of this water out now? The dupes are mostly frostproof, so we could dip them in the water without having too many issues. So, we could do that for now. I mean, do we want the water all the way down here forever? I don't know. Probably not. Maybe we just leave it here for now. I was about to say oil biome might have a free access. Yeah, no oil biome today. No oil biome today. Yeah, just get the research done. You guys don't have any skill points yet, do you? But we can do the advanced research a little bit sooner than usual. If we feel like it. There's some water over here as well. Let's see. Let's dig over here. That's a good idea, right? We got an idle dupe. Okay, so advanced research. Fire pole is going to be important. Let's actually do the fire pole sooner than usual because we know we're going to want to move the dupes up here-ish. We're going to do that fairly soon. Your water tanks end up down the first bit slightly below the pond because gravity is free. Exactly. That's what we usually do. Is there a specific reason for us to do this now instead of just having the water be closer for now? I think we'd rather have the water be closer, then we'll just move it down as we drain it. That's what makes sense to me. Yeah. Okay. So, next on the list is probably plumbed bathrooms after the fire pole. I think that would make sense. And for food, we'll just keep looking for muck roots because there are plenty of muck roots. Yeah, that seems good to me. Any more random goodies over here? I guess we'll let the CO2 out here now, because it's starting to accumulate. Yeah, that seems sensible. Hello, Blizzle83. Hello, streamer. What made you want to start a new map? It was a combination of long commutes, slime lung, and pop eardrums. All of them happened at once, and it was a bad time. And the dupes weren't getting anything done. And normally I wouldn't restart under those circumstances trying to do a long challenge run like this. But I did this time because we actually weren't playing the intended seed. I was going to play that until... Well, I was intending to play it out until the end, but we were early enough that I thought we were better off actually just restarting on the intended seed. And the reason why is because this seed is geodormant. We're going to do the sour gas or burst challenge, where we're trying to recycle resources entirely with critters. Here's our plan. And having less geysers is good because it means there's more space for industry and there's more incentive for actually doing the critter recycling. So that's the plan. Let's put the supercomputer in. So that could go here. That wire could go down here. And I'll turn off puff cam once we print the next dupe. Okay, we're getting skill points now. Uglavisk can get research as well. That's good. And we've got 2 proper researchers. It's all good. See you later, Redneck. Have fun. I'm gonna try and get this done pretty efficiently today. So I'm not planning on staying up super late. As usual, we do the first 3 objectives and then we go from there. Also, the next stream is going to be on Friday. I'm out tomorrow and I've got video stuff I need to do. Like, I've really been putting off the video stuff. So, the next episode, or the next stream of this, will be on Friday. We need to put food storage back in. Let's put it up here. For now? I could just put it out here for now, right? No, we're going to put the fire pole there in a minute. Just put it here for now. You've redeemed a rename, just in case it's a stinky. Ah, okay. That was the late sound effect. Amazing. What else do we want to do? I'm just going to put the doors here for now. And then we'll just dig out all this food, right? Most of this will be food. Ah, the geyser. Yeah. Okay, first of all, if we go back to the star map, we know there's a natural gas geyser on this asteroid. There's always a natural gas geyser on Oceania somewhere. So when we do find it, we will rename it. Right. All edibles go in here. Already know. And then you're not running around for ages. Okay. Pretty happy with where this is going. Okay, skill points are arriving. Neo has grabbed... Type of Neo to grab construction. That will help with building important things later. And then what else we want to do? I think we want to dig out all of this column. You could corner dig this for now. Just corner dig the mud so it's not going to fall over. Yeah, there we go. Food is now over here, safe from hatches. We do not want the hatches turning our food into coal. It's not very mass efficient. Right. We know this is going to be a nature reserve eventually. So the question is, what do we put in here? I think we just make this a rec room. Make it a rec room, we put it near the beds. I think eventually what we'll do is we'll move the water cooler in here and we'll replace this with the phone. Great area, got a skill point, nice. Okay, so great area, you can have farming, and then you're going to head to ranching. And the next dupe we print is going to be the digger, and that's very important. So what else do we want to do now? Does nature reserve have priority over rec room? Oh, right. Oh, yeah, no, you're right. You're right, yep. Last time I had the kitchen here. We'll probably do the same thing. I think what we'll do is we'll just put the grill over here somewhere. Oh, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Frostproof is very good at builders and diggers. If you must have only one frostproof dupe, that's where it should go. I think, yeah, the dupes are going in the outside areas. Although, that being said, because we've had the chefs and the dogs' bodies going into the frozen biome to get sleep beats, that's quite a good one to do as well, if we're doing a lot of that. Okay. I think I want to come in here and grab the rest of this. There's a lot of plants over here, but a lot of them are muck roots. I think I'm just going to dig all this out. Let's get the oxygen to slide over here. There's more oxygen down here as well. Not overly worried about that. Gotta wait for that pod. Dirty streamer captain tactics to keep you around. Yeah. Just get a dedicated supply dupe. Yes. Right, we've done the research. So, fire pole. That's the next thing to do. So, let's stick that in here. And then I'll get you to dig that out. 29 the dig. And then, who are we going to pick? Who's a dupe? Snazzy Suit? We got another frostproof dupe. I mean, these guys are getting a kind of a little bit redundant, but you're a pretty good dupe anyways, so I think I will still take you. We're not picking that digger, are we? I'm going to give you digging for now, and then eventually we'll spec you back into research. We really don't need 3 researchers. So we'll print Max. We'll give Max digging, because we need a hard digging dupe. And then priorities, you're going to have digging, and then the others. There you go. Hooray, Max. I think that makes sense. And then, right, what else do we want to do? So now we want plumbed bathroom stuff. Do we have a plant for plumbed bathrooms? We have bog buckets immediately. That's fine. We don't have a thimble reed immediately. But that's fine. We can do bog buckets. So let's research the plumbed bathroom stuff. So let's go down to Civs. See you later. See you later, redneck. Yes, build the fire pole. And then we'll move the pitcher pump over here. That's a good plan. And then we can have the fire pole go down a bit further. And then this should make moving around a lot easier. I really underestimated how much of an impact long commutes was going to have on the last run. But it should be a lot easier now that we're planning on permanently settling up here. And then industry going in this completely empty space. How's food? Yeah, food's fine. And we keep doing more digging. People aren't trapped. We have hard digging now as well. So what we want to do first is go up here. And then what we'll do is we'll allow access to the Pacus. We're not actually going to do anything with them yet, except dig up the swamp chard. We'll just let the Pacus hang out in here. And, oh, we should probably make it so they're not cramped, right? We could dig them a little bit of extra room and just coast off of wild Pacus for a little bit. There's a lot of them. I think we're probably going to set up an actual Pacus breeding program sooner rather than later, because they're fairly space efficient, aren't they? We could just shove that on the top of the map somewhere and not worry about food. I still think the waterweed plan is good, though. We really underestimated that last time. But we'll obviously want to dig into the ocean biome first. All the ocean biome on this map is down here. So we'll think about that. I don't want to do exactly what we did last time, but we did learn some useful lessons. So let's not completely ignore them. Eat them. We will eat them, but we're going to eat them passively rather than actively. Also, we want to go up here, right? If we go up here, then I can dig... There's a way of doing this where we don't inundate ourselves. Something along these lines, right? Okay, no, that's mud here. I think if we were going to do this, we would have to actually release some of the water. I'll have a think about how we're going to do that. There's more ocean biome over here as well. Neo's got some extra athletics. Amazing. Right. Let's remove this one. And then we're going to put the fire pole in here. Okay. And then we've got access down here to all the water. What's the research? What we got? The pump. Okay, so the pump is going to go here. I'm going to dig all of this out. And then we can grab all of the water. There you go. Dig out the muck root as well. If this water falls, it will do so into the clean water tank. Yes, it won't fall. We're going to be very careful to avoid that. But equally, we do want to access all the Pacus. I think what we actually do is something a bit smarter than this. I think what we do is we actually... For now, right? So we're going to dig over here. I'm going to dig over here. We're then going to let the Pacus drop this way. We need to not dig these, though. Let's think about this. So if we do it like this, then what we could do is put some ladders here, just to start, while we drain off the water. Do I want to drain all the water in here? Probably not, right? Or we could just shove them all in here. We'll have a think. We'll reorganize the Pacus. Okay, so the wire is going to go here. That's nice and efficient. Go here. We do want the bog buckets as well, so we are going to actually dig in here at some point. Now, the polluted air. Does that matter? Maybe we'll leave that for now. Oh, we've got it all off-gassing to the side. That's true. It off-gasses to the side now, doesn't it? Okay, so we're going to get some off-gassing anyways. Well, we can set up a deodorizer if we want. That's probably a good idea. Can we research the deodorizer? Where is that? It's there. I don't need that immediately. The polluted oxygen should rise. So maybe this is alright. We'll see. We'll probably get a little bit of yucky lungs, but it's not contaminated air, so I'm not that concerned. Yeah, these guys are doing alright. We'll keep on speed 3 for now. Fire pole could go over here. And then we've actually got some sleep weeds up here. That's very interesting. I think this was also an area we were considering putting stuff. Obviously not any bathrooms or anything. It'd be good just to explore the space for now. We're going to switch back to the face cam now as well, by the way. Here you go. Puffed has shined. He's had his time to shine. Right, and now you can all fire pole down here. And most of these guys aren't going to get chilly surroundings, so they should be a bit more efficient than they were before. I'm going to build another outhouse here just while we're waiting. The slug's ready to eat all the ore. Not until we release them. There's only the one slug. There's a load of slugs over here, though. We should be careful about that. Right. You kind of ran out of time to go to bed. Oh no, you're on your way because you were doing the wash basin. Wow. Okay. Maybe we'll try one more cycle. Let's shut the blind. Cool. That's why early rancher can help. Oh, so you can move the slugs? True. Okay, we've done the research, so we have the sieve. We don't need that immediately. We'll need that later. I kind of don't really mind the order we're doing this in. Let's get the sinks and stuff next. Just clean some place safe for them. Yeah. On my last run, I was successful at never letting the slime light out, but instead my base got full of hydrogen from a lost slug. Yeah, but that's alright. Because the hydrogen just goes to the top. Of all the gases you can have in your base apart from oxygen, I think hydrogen is probably the least worst. We'll probably drop these guys in here immediately, right? And then if I do this, we can just let all the water drain down here, right? There's more ocean over here. Okay, here's the salt water then. That's interesting. So that is a heat source. We're probably going to want to hook this up fairly quickly and insulate it. Interesting. We will have to keep an eye on that because it's not currently insulated. We have got some abyssite here, but there's a breach here as well. So this area is getting colder. Right, we've done the shower research. What else do we need? We need hydroponic farms for the bog buckets. So we'll go and do that. We know where the plumbing is going to go as well. We don't need the gunk extracted today. We really don't. So the clean water is going to go in here. We're going to have a shower over here, I think. And then I think for now I'm just going to put the sieve over here. And then the sieve is going to go here. I'm going to intake the polluted water. I'm going to output the clean water. So I think what we actually do is probably fine. And then this comes down here. And then maybe we actually put the farm tiles up here. That seems alright. Slugs will die if they're cold. That's true. What's the limit? The slugs. They die if they get below minus 100 degrees C. They will be fine. I mean, I guess if they get below, like, 10 degrees C, then they're going to be uncomfortable. And then they're not going to lay eggs. Okay. Maybe we need to rescue the slugs, then. All of the free power. Well, we can rescue the slugs. We do need to get the guy ranching first, though. Right. So, we'll build the hydroponic farms up here. You thought they were more fragile? Yeah, they won't die, but they might stop reproducing. Which is not what we want either. Because we want them to still hang out, right? So, we need a wire to go here. And then what we'll do is the pipe will just go up here. And then, I don't know how many bog buckets we'll have. Probably 4 to start, right? We want all this stuff anyways. Okay, and then you can dig all of this as well. Employ them for the power. I don't know. We could starvation ranch them like we did before. That was pretty efficient. That's a lot of micro, though. I'm not overly in the mood for that. And you always have ranches. You always have hatches, so we could just do the hatches. And then the eating stuff that isn't important. I guess it depends on how soon we hook up a metal volcano, right? Because I don't mind them eating refined metal. But I do mind them eating regular metal ore. Just plop them in an empty room and leave them. Yeah, that's true. That's just some free power, isn't it? Yeah, just the wild ones. Yeah, we'll do that. We've got to rescue them anyways. We'll just shove them somewhere to keep them safe. Right. Yeah, dupes are all still actually behaving on this schedule. I think this is like the longest we've actually had them behave on that schedule. Wait, what's going on here? Why is everything germy? You don't need to disinfect these, but you do need to not go that way. Oh, right. You basically need to not have access to anything else over here. Tame and fed, but not groomed. Yeah. Okay, there we go. We do want to access this food as well. So go ahead and grab this. We're consuming this water fairly quickly on the research, but we should still have enough here to fill up the bathrooms. We got our crack team of experts on the double. Quite tempting to actually have this be the thumbnail today, just the two researchers. No, Max, you're not supposed to be here. Get out of here. Let's actually disable researching for the other dupes. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, Max is allowed to research. Oh. Yeah, okay, never mind. Just ignore me. We will get Max skilled up soon, but he still has some aptitude. Right, what's the loot? What we got? Give me a good loot to start the new run on. We've already got this portrait, but I'm not going to turn my nose up at that. That's for certain. I think at the start of the colony, you don't even need to give them anything since power leads in low at first. Yeah, we've done that before. Yeah, we'll just shove them in a room somewhere. We could... Maybe that's going to be what we do in the next stream. It just depends how quickly we get all this stuff set up. So the bog buckets could go over here. We can put a farm station in, for sure. If we feel like researching that. Not that we're going to get a huge amount of food from these guys to start. But there's not really any reason not to, right? I guess it depends how much fertilizer we actually grab. Let's add more resources to the list again. I do care about fry eggs and hatch eggs. No. Don't worry about it. We've not got the smart list mod. I never quite got my brain wrapped around that one. Okay, so briar seeds, yeah, that's fine. We haven't got very much fertilizer yet. We'll probably do the farm station once we get the fertilizer and not sooner than that. So, is there anything else we need, or are we actually done? I think we're actually kind of done. Let's get the shower hooked up first, then we know everything's working. I guess we didn't need to build this one after all. Kind of wish there were more skin options for statues, they're kind of bland. Oh, they'll probably add them over time, right? Like, surely. Right, let's see. So, shower. Shower can go there. And then all the excess water should go in here. So, now I think we disconnect this pump. Because this is enough water to prime everything with. And then we put the bog buckets in here. Now, these require darkness. 40 kilograms of polluted water per cycle. So, each bog bucket deals with 6 duplicants. So, we're probably not going to grow 4 of them continuously. We'll make room for 4 for now, because it's just neatly in line with the sieve. We've only got 1 C for now, so that's fine. Right, what we got? Shine nymph eggs. Let's see, we got the mechatronics guy. We got the mechatronics suit-wearing rancher. Yeah, I'll take the mechatronics guy. That'll save us finding one later, won't it? Not gonna complain about that. You also get the +2 machinery and the +2 construction right off the bat. This is a great skill to have, even if we don't want to do the mechatronics. But, like, yeah, obviously this is huge. So let's actually give you building, because you're going to do mechatronics stuff later. And we'll get you interested in everything else later as well. But for now, you could be another builder. So Abe could be builder, rancher. There we go, there we go. Thank you very much for the follow, Alka6. Enjoy your fishy and froggy emotes. Hope you're having a pleasant evening. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Right. So, I believe this is all good to go, right? Let's replace one at a time. No, the cook. We gotta, come on. We gotta take the mechatronics guy. It's so much free morale as well. Like, why wouldn't we take the mechatronics guy? You tease. Do the puce sink? Let's get the puce sink. Ooh, I got a statue in your blueprints. Nice, nice. Let's see. Now we get the lavatory. Hold on. Can I, please, actually unlock the puce bathroom? Let's do this quickly. Recycle all the gloves. We always end up with gloves. I do feel like you get enough filament these days. You can actually buy the stuff you want pretty quickly. Yeah, we did have duplicates of these wallpapers. And then we have this one, which is worth a fair bit. So... what do we want again? The bathroom. So we want the puce lavatory. Is that a thing? Yes, it is. There we go. Puce pink lavatory. There we go. We can actually afford nice things. Feels good. There we go. Get that. We'll put that in now. We're on priority 9 again, by the way. It's already happened. Good. Yeah, I don't see any reason for this to not work. Okay, now we've got polluted water. So the polluted water is going to get dumped in here. Does that matter? Do we just let it off gas for now? It's technically spreading food poisoning into the... Are you guys just not washing your hands? Like, we have the wash basin right here. The sink is ready as well. Let's not have everyone be idle, though. Let's research smart power. The issue is, we don't have any refined metal yet because we haven't prioritized the digger yet. But we have plenty of time to get the digger. We just need Max to get another skill point, which should happen fairly soon. I think I am just going to let it off gas for now. We're just going to make sure we don't dump it in here. But that's good that we've actually got the polluted water bottles, because now we're not accidentally going to jump germy water in here, right? Good. You're... I don't think you're ready for bed, are you? No. Okay. Let's give them another downtime slot now, I think. We'll see if that's too many. Enjoy your look, rendezvous. You guys have got to stop, like, not using the sinks. Right, you guys are idle again. So... What else do we want to do? Obviously, we can dig out over here and have a look around. There's a marshy biome over here. I think we are just going to do the bog buckets, though. Instead of the reed fiber. Right, let's actually put the ladder here. And then we can come over here and let the Pacus out. And this should be fine. So then what we do is we dig this, we dig this. So we don't dig this one. We dig these ones? Sure. Okay. This is going pretty quickly. So we've got the smart bedroom now. We've got the smart bathroom. Christ. Let's dig over to the rock in anticipation. Can we smell what the rock is cooking? There we go. Grab that lead. It's the only lead we're going to have, by the way. I'm pretty sure there's not going to be another lead for a long time. If at all. I can't even remember. Actually, I don't think we even can find lead. There's only one bathroom, that's why she was late. Yeah, that's true. We'll go back to 2 then. We'll go back to 2 then. Let's give it a try. Yeah, keep grabbing more food as well. May as well while we're here. Yeah. I guess we're literally just waiting for the digger now, right? So let's go over here, explore this way too. Seems good to me. We don't need the nature reserve yet because morale is absolutely not an issue at the moment. Yeah, let's just keep exploring. Yeah, we've got 2 bathrooms now. What else do we want to research? We actually got smart home already. Wow, what do we even want then? We could do the deodorizer. The phone. Let's just do the phone. Then we can remove the water cooler and put it in a different room. We are way further ahead on research than usual. Because we have some actual good researchers for a change. Which is fine, because that means we're going to use up this water pretty quickly. Are you not actually full of enough water? Wait, are you not draining into here? No, because this is what the sieve is filling up. Okay. You are going to actually run, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah, we're fine. The bog bucket is not going to get very much water. That's okay. Yeah, you are running the oxygen diffuser. We could put another oxygen diffuser in. I think we can actually... Hold on. I think I can actually fit another oxygen diffuser over here. I'll just do this for now. Bottle empty, you can feed the blue water bottles into the bathroom loop. True. We can do that. The bottle drainer. Yeah, that's a good idea. We could do with insulated tiles as well, because we definitely want to insulate the salt water vent. For sure. Yeah, these guys are... Oh! Hold on. No? You're fine. Okay. I'm going to pay a bit more attention to these germs and see what's going on. I think they're fine, right? Yeah, they're fine. You're right. They're good. I'll just put that over here. Yeah, you're right. We may as well, but it's not like we want to make this water germy if we don't have to. Good idea. We got a mushroom. We got a wild mushroom. I mean, considering we've got the chlorine vents somewhere on the map as well, we can just straight up get slime fairly soon. Also, there's gold amalgam. Do you want to harvest the mushroom yet? Probably not. It's nice. Yeah, we'll put the phone here. I could just put the rec room over here. The problem is, it's a long way for the dupes to wander. Which is not exactly what I want to do. Okay, let's get rid of this for now. Let's put the phone in. Oh, wait. Hold on. Cancel this. Let's put the... Can we get the wall hanging plant? Yeah, if we get the wall hanging plant, then I can just... Wait. The ceiling hanging plant. Then we can just get rid of the plant here. I might leave the water cooler in here for now. Mushroom looks sus. It's so blue. Oh, look. Here's the thimble reed. You can just grab that before this explodes. Oh, we could totally do that, couldn't we? We need the... Insulated... No. Wow, look. The search even works if we typo it. These guys have thought well. You wish I had more reason to use wall planters? Yeah, they don't work very well with the whole doors for airflow deal. Right, am I just gonna let the Pacus out here? Or let the water out here? I think I am. And then we're gonna dig this out as well. This shouldn't cause any problems, right? And then you guys have a little bit more water to hang out in. How are the plug slugs? The plug slugs are still at the right temperature at the moment, so I'm not too worried. Okay, so then we can also just dig this out and let the Pacus out here. The vent is idle, it will cook dupes soon. Yeah, I know. So that's why we're going to do the insulated tiles right away. We need to seal this, and we need to seal the other one. But let's grab the thimble reeds before we seal it, and then we can actually get the thimble reeds growing without exposing us to slime lung. Because the cool steam vent feature doesn't have slime lung. And then maybe we actually swap out the bog buckets, because I would like the thimble reed. Interesting, interesting, interesting. What else do I want? I guess you could dig this. That's fine. And then you can get down here, maybe? Something along these lines. Yeah, and now the Pacus will be free from there. Yeah, have fun, Aid. And then this whole area is pretty much disarmed. I guess, actually, what we could do is we could go over here and grab this water too. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Yeah. I mean, there's still time for this to condense for a while. But let's definitely grab all the thimbleweed seeds first while we're here. We need to do more errands as well. So, dig this up, dig this up, dig this up, dig that, dig that. Anything else we want to grab? I mean, at this point, we might as well just grab this, right? Grab that, you can grab this. It's still going to take you a little while to research the insulated tiles, because we're going to get all the gas vent stuff. Shame there's no heat-proof dupe in the colony. Yeah, you're not allowed to get heat-proof dupes. I mean, obvious, fairly obvious reasons. Frost-proof is less game-breaking than having heat-proof dupes. Oh, wait. Let's not immediately screw this up. Max, you will get saved. There you go. Still running. Here, let's share a Pepsi. Yeah, it'd be pretty lame if I, wrapped up the first stream in an hour and a half. Right? Yeah, we'll have some more Pepsi. Heat resistant won't be too bad. I guess they would still scold, wouldn't they? But I still feel like that would probably be overpowered for the reasons we described. Like, we could still totally get them to wander in here. But we've got to actually time this well. So let's actually dig through here. If the water comes down here, then we're in trouble. Yeah. I love this feature. Very, very useful. Very useful way to get some gold amalgam quickly for heat-resistant buildings. I wonder what Clay will do for the next DLC. I still want them to add a bionic, synthetic planet to the bionic booster pack. They should totally do that. Full of synthetic biomes, full of like raw refined metal and like oil vents and things, and no actual water sources. It'd be very interesting. Yeah, you guys are really just churning out the research, aren't you? I think we probably should have told Max to not research at this point. Let's do that. Let's turn you off researching. Hammer should be researching. Batteries could recharge rover. All I'm asking for, I get the boot pack if it's part of it. Sadly not. Sadly, the rovers do not run off of battery packs. Back to a dupe randomize with me. Also, hey everyone. Hello, Tech Rock. Hope you're doing well. Right, you're pretty close, right? Still delivering little snippets of water. I'll get you to build... I'll get you to build another pitcher pump here. There you go. Rovers run on how long can you play before a crash, though? Yeah. We actually probably nine this dig. We gotta get over here and get these seeds as soon as possible. And frankly, we've got to get the reed fiber as well. That would be handy to make an Atmo suit, just to begin with. You can see why I didn't change those, since it would require a lot of changes to the base game. Yeah. I want a building supply with tidying with good traits. Yeah, good luck with that. Right, we have the good combo. We have insulated tiles now, so we haven't actually dug up a lot of igneous rock. I'm not sure which bit should we isolate. Should we just insulate the vent straight up? Maybe we think about that later. We're gonna have to insulate this. This is like the top priority to insulate. And we'll let it erupt once, and then we'll come back here. What else do we want in the meantime? We could get the deodorizers. You've been doing this for 4 hours? You know there's the mod, right, that lets you set dupes with traits that you want while still applying the rules of random generation? There is totally a mod. I believe it's on my list. No. Hold on, not that one. There you go. I think it's one of those. Duplicate stats selector. Yeah. Right, you're gonna heat up pretty quickly, but that's okay. This is too much water. I'm gonna have to dig these tiles. That's fine. No mods allowed. Yeah, but that's not even like a gameplay mod. That's literally like, if you're starting the game, you can literally have it for the game generation and then turn it off. Like, I feel like it's literally just saving you time and no other downside. Also, mods don't invalidate anything in this game anyways. Yeah, look, here's the whole frozen biome. We have the frozen fossil as well. That's very cold. Food storage. I want to let the rest of the Pacus out over here. How do I do this? I think what I actually do is I dig these tiles. I build the tiles up here, and we actually push the Pacus out. I think that would be the easiest way of doing it. And then I think I dig this tile. That's probably slightly too much water in here, right? Especially with that. So let's actually dig out those tiles. We can't do that yet. Okay, well, it's not a huge rush. What's in the pod? Mallow seeds, hatchling eggs. We don't want an unconstructive dupe. We've got a doctor. You're a pretty good doctor. You've got athletics as well. Yeah, we'll print Gosman. We'll print Gosman and have Gosman be the doctor, because we're going to scold someone fairly soon, right? No, give me a stinky rip. I mean, you could make the cool steam vent Lord Fart squad. There's the chlorine vent. Do you want to be the chlorine vent? I know it's not a natural gas vent. Right, let's actually give Gosman. So doctoring, yes. Farming, yes. That will do, I think. Don't decorate. You finally got it. Hooray. Good job. Yeah, we'll just keep pushing the Pacus up for now. And then probably just ladder these, and then we can remove these 3 tiles. And also, I could build more ladders going down here, right? I could actually just build the fire pole here, right? Eventually we're going to get rid of this. Although, actually, if we were going to do that, we'd push it to the side. So let's actually... let's put ladders here, just so I can get down for now. Make the V2 be part of the boop pack, like an advanced rover as part of the boop pack. Yeah, that would be a good idea. They should add more options at the start of the game that change the amount of dupes you start with. I mean, yeah, but that's something the mods do fairly well anyways. I don't feel the huge need for the devs to do that one. I'm a science nerd who can operate machines and also has digging, yeah. Right, okay, so... push the egg. How the Pacus doing? They're still glum. I mean, we are letting more Pacus into this room, so it's not really solving the problem. God, when are you going to stop erupting? Stop erupting, dude. This is getting too hot. Already. Well, we do have a doctor, right? So I'm not overly concerned about this. But you do need to at least condense all the steam down first. Okay, so let's go up here, and then we're going to dig these 4 tiles immediately. And then we're going to go grab the thimbleweed seeds, and we're going to shove them in a storage bin. I think we perhaps now need to get to the point where we're... Oh, you're so close. Oh no, yeah, we still did it. Wow. Are we going to get through a whole stream without giving the dupes 3 downtime slots? Interesting. Hammer, you could keep doing research, for sure. For now. You bike your boy home. Fair enough. Right, so let's see. Seeds. Thimbleweed seeds, please. Wait, we have 2? We dug up 2 here? Oh. Well, we don't even need to do this then. I still want to get the reed fiber. So let's actually do the reed fiber. Yeah, go for it. We're going to scold the doctor. No, she's fine. You're recovering from heat already? Yeah, okay. Isolate the vent. Yeah, we'll do it in a sec. We will do it in a sec. Trust me. There's a vent down here as well. We'll go around all of this. For sure. I believe in you. Are we going to interrupt them? Yeah, I'm going to interrupt them. No. It doesn't work if they're actually hot. So they are going to dig these one at a time, I think. No? Okay, that's good. Right. Okay! There we go, that's the reed fiber. So we now have 4 reed fiber, which is enough for an atmosuit. That's good. So, deodorizers. We know that... Oh. Once you've grabbed all this stuff, I don't want you to grab the reed fiber. I don't want you to grab the gold amalgam. I don't know which vent this is. We'll find out later. I don't think we actually need the rest of the seeds. We have enough seeds now. So let's actually put thimble reeds here instead of bog buckets. We will leave you here because you're still growing. And then we can start draining polluted water. Because what we'll want to do is we will eventually want to drain all this out and put the Pacus somewhere else. We'll move the Pacus to the salt water, right? They don't mind salt water. They're both freshwater and saltwater fish. You can find it out now with being a bit cheaty. I know. I'm not sure I want to. I mean, I already know what geysers are on the map anyways. Actually, that's a fair point. We've already scouted the seed out, so I'm not going to be precious about this. I'll show you. It's an aluminium volcano. Interesting. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, we did know that. They're even oil fish. Yeah, you can have the fish in any liquid, provided it's not too hot for them. Right, let's get the bottle drainer, as you say. I think that's a good plan. I guess I'll build more hydroponics up here, just to store all the thimble reeds for now. We are mostly just waiting for the dupes to be able to dig the lead out. Yes, we could do rock crushing. We didn't close this, did we? seal it here. That's a safe distance, right? We don't care about anything else in here for now. This water is cool enough by the time it gets here. Is that a good place for the industrial sauna then? Ventless volcano. We'll have a think. I'm pretty sure we've determined that industrial saunas are not actually worth doing. That was very much the conclusion we reached in the last run. We're better off just putting aquatuners in the steam rooms and having the refineries and stuff be outside, because then the cold inputs and outputs from the buildings aren't actually sapping the heat out of the steam. A very interesting conclusion that I think the only community is slowly reaching. Branch the Pacus with mercury to make them extra tasty. Yes, exactly. Not that there's any mercury on this asteroid. Right, that'll do. Smuggling items with storage tiles to change that map a little bit. Steam vents are extra bad to have an industrial sauna since they're overpressure all the time. Yes, we've definitely learned that as well. No. The cool steam vent is going in a dedicated tamer. We know that for certain. Here's the amber fossil as well with the spores. That's interesting. Right. What's the plan? Well, this tank's getting pretty full. I think the plan is actually to dig out all of this to start. We could dig out all of this stuff as well, because we're going to need the food at some point. We will start farming for food again fairly shortly. There is a load of oxygen in here as well. We should probably just release this, right? Like, there's no reason not to. Still always like the idea of a sauna. I think there's still some things that are worth putting in saunas, just not refineries. Other buildings that generate heat. But I think the conclusion we reached was that it really wasn't a lot. Batteries. Not that that's super productive, but that way at least you're recycling the heat from the batteries. Do the power spine in the sauna. You know, that's not even the worst idea. They generate a lot of heat. We could totally do it. That would be hilarious. I mean, obviously we'd have to conduct the heat over a large distance, and if we did a vertical one, it would be very efficient, but it's not like you're going to need a huge amount of steam turbines to run on that anyways. What an interesting idea. Here's a fresh water weed as well. Right, so let's keep pushing the Pacus. Okay, let's keep pushing the Pacus over. This is going to get quite hot quite quickly, but the tropical Pacus is comfortable up to 80 degrees. So I'm not that concerned. Not that much water to let out either, so let's just dig this up. You guys are running out of things to do. We'll keep digging these bits for now. That means you can't access the water if we do that. I'll just tile this up later. I could also get you to dig, like, all of this. Why not? That's fine. So it's a power sauna then. Yeah, I think so. Perhaps natural gas generators? Yeah. That's an interesting idea. Natural gas generators in the sauna. Not a bad idea. I think I have seen people do that. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm pretty happy with this. We just need Max to skill up, which is fine. So now we speed through it. We've insulated the vent for now. I don't mind it cooking the rest of this biome. And this is far enough from the dupes, I don't think it's going to be an issue. Gulpfish of free 100% conversion of blue water, right? Has anyone done a decent build that takes advantage of that? Yeah, I've seen people do that. Luma Plays, I think, also has some really good suggestions on Pacus, which is why we never did a dedicated Pacus video. I've got to catch back up with the YouTube videos. I have not been doing them. I've been too focused on actually trying to get sour gas or bus to work. Right, research done. Okay. The mechanical surfboard. Amazing. We wanted the bottle drainer, which I presume is coming in a second. We didn't get the wall pots. That's fine. We're not at the point where that matters yet. Yeah, I'll just put the bottle drainer here. Oh. I mean, I could hook it up here. That's kind of awkward position-wise now. I probably put it here, don't I? So what else do we actually want to do? Yeah, keep tiling all of this up. I just push all the Pacus into one area. They're actually satisfied now? Great. That's what we want to see. Then we can start eating all the Pacus fillet. Slugs are cramped, but that's okay. So long as they're not chilly. I think it's going to take a while for them to get chilly. Right, we can dig these tiles out as well. Then, if we build these tiles, then the Pacus can actually fully escape. This is going to be a surf and turf run then? Most likely. Because we know we're going to get Drecos, as we did before. That was a lot of meat. The Pacus are right here already. It would be fairly sensible to do, wouldn't it? The polluted water, I think we're just going to funnel into the thimble reeds and get our reed fiber that way. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll just consume all the polluted water now, and then we will shuffle them over to the salt water then. The Pacus themselves, they will live up to 100 degrees C. So, provided that we mix this with some other salt water, it should stay at temperature long enough that we get some tropical eggs. It often amazes me just how cheap Pacus are to ranch. Yeah, Pacus are great. And we need to do some proper fish behavior in a run. Like, I'm sad we haven't done that yet. We're going to put a door here, and then we're going to open up this room as well. Who's idle? You're fine, Hammer. Right, dig this out. Dig this out. That's fine. We want all of this anyways, don't we? Just literally come over here and dig all of this out. I don't think there's any reason to preserve any of this. I'm so glad we picked a load of frost-resistant dupes. I think that's really going to help the run. Not having to worry about that as much. The Pacus are getting quite crowded again. Right, so we want... Let's see. So let's put a tile here. And then we'll put a tile here. And then the pump will go here. In fact, we could do it like... Okay, hold on. You've done the wrong sequence of events, Gosman. There you go. You're fine, Gosman. I believe in you. It's fine. Okay, let's leave that for now. We'll leave these bits for now. Good job. Good job, Gosman. You nearly died already. Only 30 kilograms per calorie. 30 kilograms per cycle of algae. Feed a dozen dupes. That's very true. It's less than half a dupe's worth of oxygen. That is very true. And we can get algae from puff ranching with the chlorine bed. Pacus crowding is now based on liquid volume rather than room size, right? Yes. I think so. Yeah, the size of the pool or the number of critters sharing it. So they're probably going to reduce down to reasonable numbers on their own. We could try and pour some more polluted water in there. We don't have any. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Right. Bottle drainer. Oh, you need refined metal for that. Okay. I guess we're waiting until we've got the actual skill then. I think we're now going to give them 3 downtime. I think they're traveling far enough from the base that this is worth doing. Well, a chlorine vent would help, but all you need is a small source of blue oxygen. What I mean is, the chlorine vent gives us a reason to bother with the puffs, because that means we're going to do the squeaky puffs. But yes, we'll get some polluted oxygen going. That's what I mean when I'm talking about chlorine vents. Like, I don't tend to prioritize ranching puffs unless we have a chlorine vent, so we have something to do with the squeaky puffs. That's my general logic. Right. Well, I don't know exactly what we're going to do with this. I more or less just wanted to come in here and say hi to the slope. We haven't actually dug up any metal yet. It's on the roof. Oh, looks like you got the classic dupe. Good job. Good job. Right, we can build this tile here now. Let's build this out of granite, actually. And then that could go through here. And then we can lead all of that into thimble reeds. I guess we'll just go this way. Then what we'll do is put a bridge. Put a bridge here. Put a bridge here. So prioritize the bathroom loop. And then that will go down here, into the sieve, and then into the plants. So let's... Priority 8. Hold on. Let's priority 8 all of this. And then the wire equally can go through here. That should probably actually go here, shouldn't it? Let's... We'll leave that for now. So priority 8 this. Set construction back to priority 8, sir. How's Max doing? Max is almost there. That's fine. We have stuff to do anyways. Let's just do this. Let's get a little more reed fiber. Then we can at least make our initial suits. And we can do suits before Drecos even. Because we haven't actually found the Drecos yet, have we? Oh no, we have. They're here. Okay, that's fine. Neo under skill point. Neo can have building. Good stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. I need you to build the tile here as well. The tile could be priority 9. And then we can get the rest of the stuff hooked up. I'm now realizing the oxygen vents provide enough to run a Pacus setup if you recycle the pea water from the slime. Interesting. Okay, and then now I can do this. You keep getting the classic dupe. Nice, nice. Right, what we got? We got a grease monkey. We can get a dedicated operator. That sounds like a good idea. A layerer, if you will, with a small bladder. It's fine. Yep. We'll get a layer operator. Have a dedicated operator. We always forget to actually get one of these. So prioritize that. Then you can minor in these. Good. Small bladder put me in. Wow, that was immediate. You're just waiting for that. Okay, so there you go. Lag bots 30,000. There you go. Let me know if you want a different name. You were really waiting on that one. Wow. Still no Lord Fart Squad yet. Feels bad. So, what I'm thinking is we put the smart power down here, because that's the carbon dioxide zone. We're not going to have the dupes hang out here too much. Let's actually get the auto sweeper. Because we actually have the mechatronics guy. We'll have enough refined metal for one auto sweeper. We could use that for all the coal. Yeah, let's do this. It just tabbed in at the right moment. Nice, nice. I will have to think about food at some point. I'm gonna dig these. You're not on sand, are you? No, that's fine. Cool. Yeah, this is going alright. Let's speed up a little bit. Oh, you're handing out balloons! Yeah! We've already got the balloons! Let's go! There we go. We got the thumbnail. It's alright. Balloons on the first stream. Because we had the balloons in the thumbnail as well. We had this balloon in the thumbnail. Well, the guy that was gasping for breath. If we don't have the real Drecos yet, we have the balloons. It's all good. Yeah, that was good timing on that. Do I actually want to put an extra bed set up in here yet? I don't know. I could just put some more beds over here for now. That would be pretty easy. Yeah, why not? And then you can just build these. And then I could just build some doors here, right? We could build some more beds in here. Explore the asteroids yet? We haven't other runs. Obviously, we just started this run, so not yet. But we have done a few runs where we've done a lot of hopping around on YouTube. Flip Farters is a good one, and we did actually have a good summary video of that as well. We had 10 dupes on 4 different asteroids. We all ended up bringing them to one asteroid, and they were all flatulent, so they were all farted everywhere. That was a challenging run, but we made pretty good on that one. That's one of my favorite ones, which is why we made a montage of it. Right. Yeah, grab the auto sweeper, then we'll grab the coal power. What stats do balloons give you? I forget. All the creative ones. Like creativity, science, that sort of thing, I think. Let's check. Hold on. Yeah. You're a balloon buddy. So you get, yeah, so cuisine, medicine, agriculture, husbandry, creativity, science. So you get 6. It's a really good bonus, but it's all the stuff that isn't directly building a base. The Yodeler gives the ones that help with building the actual base, which is why I prioritize Yodelers so much. Yeah, +8 is a lot, especially early on. If you can that's partly why we've been focusing on the morale stuff early on, because if you actually get that cracked out, it's really good. Okay, we're pumping all the polluted water out of here now. That's good. So we're growing some thimble reeds. Again, it's set to prioritize the bathrooms over this line because of the bridges, so we should be fine. And then I can cut this off. Got enough water in here now. So I probably actually just want to vent this pipe, right? I mean, obviously not like this, but like we'll vent the rest of this water out of here. Yeah, that's fine. And then we could just pitcher pump it all for research. Right, this is Max. So Max now has digging 2. We needed to get a digging dupe. We weren't offered a digging dupe, but that's fine. We got the rancher now. Grey area is the rancher. So now we can get in here and grab all the leads. So let's do this. And then we'll grab the rest of it, and then we can set up the automation. And then the last thing we need is the coal power plant. And then we're in a very good position. Yeah, go for it, Max. You may not be the best digger, but you're not the worst. Okay, diggy diggy. We probably don't want more than 16 dupes. Probably not for now. Hello, little Psycho Panda. Yeah, we restarted. I've already talked about why we restarted, but we found a better seed for this challenge with more building area for late game shenanigans. And we were thinking about restarting. Well, I wasn't thinking about restarting, but the base got into such a pickle because we were being too complacent that we We thought it was worthwhile, just this once. The ranches will come tomorrow. I'm not ranching today. Let's do some more research, though. So we need the coal power now, right? So we want coal power. We want smart batteries. Looks very similar to mine. Yeah. Yeah, it's going well. Right, we can start digging all of this now. Now we have the LEDs, so we can actually do... So the auto sweeper is going to go down here. We're going to have it fit onto all the different buildings in this power plant room. And then we're going to set the power plant up. Running some kind of speed mod so time flows faster? No, we're just on speed 2. We have speed 3 as well. The thing is, I mean, for the longest time in this game, you didn't actually want to play on high speeds because the dupes just pondered more. They didn't get anything done. They have fixed that behavior, so running on speed 2 and speed 3 is better now. But it's still a little bit... no, it's fine. We should be doing it. I'm not really used to doing it, frankly. I do also actually need to give you guys more things to do. So we'll keep digging out the algae. You can just... Yeah, you can just dig out all of this stuff as well. It's fine. I guess you can come over here and dig out all the sand. It's going to save some annoyance later, right? Yeah, what are we waiting for now? Just research. It's fine. We'll keep digging. We'll keep getting more food. Insert sand rant. I don't like sand. Well, I can't say that. I did a friggin' PhD in sand. What else do we want? Oh, there's this stuff, right? If I dig out these tiles, we could probably just sweep this up, right? That's fine. The plug slugs are still okay. We can move them down as well. I'm going to do all the major critter stuff next time, though. I just want to get the coal power up today, and then we don't have to worry about dupes running on wheels, and then we can actually make the nature reserve, and that sort of stuff. Drain some more CO2 down into that muckroot area. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess you could just come over here and do this. No, that doesn't work, does it? Don't worry about that for now. Yeah, it's this CO2. That's what you meant. That's fine, we can do that. And then, like, oh, hold on. That is fine as well. Yep. And then you can just dig all of this. Cool beans. We're not actually doing any advanced research at the moment. That's why Uglibisk is churning it out. That's fine. Right, coal generators are go. So, for now, what I think we're going to do is we're going to put in... I think what we're going to do is we're going to put 2 coal generators in. We're going to put the smart battery over here. We could just do 3... No. If we do 3, then we need conductive wire. I think for now we're just going to do... I think what we're going to do is we're going to put the storage bin in here for coal. We'll put the power control station... Actually, okay, this is a better idea. What we do is... Coal, storage bin, power control station, battery. That's what we do for now. And then eventually we shift some of the stuff around. And we won't do the power control station yet. We'll do it later. Right, so coal goes in here. We're not going to hook this up yet. This is going to be priority 8, and the coal station's going to be priority 9. Wouldn't it be best to have the battery on the far left? Yeah, but the dupes need to access the power control station as well, and that's in the auto sweeper range here. I get, like, the dupes aren't coming over here. I guess they are coming over here to tinker it. I guess it depends on whether they're going to be tinkering or whatnot more often. They're not really going to be tinkering that much to start with. Yeah, you're right. Let's start over on this. We'll flip it around. I did think about it, and I think I second-guessed myself. Poor Gosman, you're trying your best. So, coal. Power control station will go here, and then we'll put the smart battery in. We can also do all the automation now. That should be an actual priority. So, let's see. We want the motion sensor here. We want... If we put the motion sensor here, that works as well. And then we can have 2 lamps. Yeah, I like that. It's not a symmetrical bathroom. It means we can fit another building in here. We're going to go with the puzzle cube aesthetic again. We are literally trying to resurrect the vibe of the old run. That's actually what we're doing. Right, so we'll do that. We will do something similar up here, except I'm gonna swap these ones so that we can make sure the phone in the middle is lit up. There we go. The bottle drainer will go... I guess the bottle drainer will go... Actually, we don't have enough refined metal for this, do we? Yeah, we need more for the smart battery. Is there really not enough lead for all of this? Did I screw this up? Do we not have enough lead for all of this? Speed up. All goes here. Far right dupe into the dark. Yeah, but they're all going to eat at the same time, so odds are he'll be lit up when the other dupes read. I feel like it's an acceptable compromise for the 11 wide room. Okay, research is done. So, let's see. Yeah, we're missing some refined metal. Because of the auto sweeper, right? I didn't miss a lead tile, did I? Well, we need the smart battery. That's not negotiable. So maybe we don't do these for now. Maybe we just light them up. It's irritating. Oh, because we need the refined metal for that as well. Why have we got so little lead? I feel like we should have more lead than this. Is it maybe we can't actually do the auto sweeper. Maybe we don't have enough to do the auto sweeper with just lead. Well, maybe we'll leave the auto sweeper for now then, because we should automate these. Yeah, whatever. Sorry, mechatronics guy. Was not meant to be. One ton seems like it should have been enough. Yeah, like, I feel like we've lost some. I reckon there's some shenanigans going on and we'll be able to rebuild it later. Yeah, there's totally some shenanigans going on. Look, I can see it creeping back up here. Maybe not. No, maybe not. Right, wire can just go here. Rock crusher? I mean, yeah, we obviously can make a rock crusher. We'll do that later. We also wanted the power control station, which we don't have. We can set up a rock crusher. I guess maybe we put it over here for now. That would make sense, wouldn't it? And then the automation's hooked up. This could be set to 10 and 90, and then power wire could go here. Yeah, that's okay. And then we'll put the rock crusher in, we'll crush some rocks, get the rest of the stuff going. We don't actually need to do any more research today. Oh, we need to research the rock crusher. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, we've already done it. Okay, great. So, we'll keep doing that. Here's the big old lump of lead. I don't even have enough to build the friggin' guy. The bottle drainer. That's fine. They're miserable. Why are they miserable? Because there's too many guys? Are they really that crowded? Yeah. So they're gonna stop reproducing until the numbers drop. Well, I don't think there's really anything we can do about that. If it's all dependent on the liquid volume. Unless I merge the polluted water with the salt water. But that feels... That's actually probably what we're supposed to do. Because then it's going to equalize the temperature better. And then we'll get the tropical guys. I think we actually do this. Sorry, Pacus. This solves two problems at once. Yeah, we'll go dig this out. Would that even work? Yeah. I found that mixed liquids can mess with Pacus pathing. We can save it. We can save it and try it. I mean, I'll save it now. I want to try it. And then we'll build the rock crusher again. Yeah, looks like we're actually getting lots of green fiber now. That's good. I should probably stop consuming the polluted water now, if we're going to do that. Why do we care about their pathing? I'm not sure we do. Come on, Max, I believe in you. You're the one guy who can do this task. I know this is not very efficient, but you're going to do it anyways. Right, so let's see. Refinement, rock crusher. We'll go here. Let's give it the toothy grin. Then lamp. Lamp goes here. This gets made out of lead. Goes here. Power goes in here. And then we remove this one. We remove this battery. Without a feeder, I don't think it matters. Yeah, they just need more liquids so they're not miserable. I mean, now they're fine. Maybe some of them already died. Well, what we could even do for now is we could just tunnel to this bit and then decide later. Not sure. Right, let's make... What do we want to make? Gold amalgam into gold. We're not going to get gold until we go to the second asteroid on this run. We do want to make lime. Let's just make some copper for now. Just a little bit. Is that going to be too warm for the non-tropicals? Well, that's why we're going to merge in the polluted water. There's enough polluted water here, it shouldn't be too warm once it mixes. That was the purpose of that. There you go. Now Abe can get on with it. It's always a little bit weird because they're standing over here, but they're technically standing on the tile of interest, which is why this works. The lit workspace bonus. Oh, it's only 60 over there. Yeah, I'll get hotter eventually, but like, for now it's totally fine. Right, well, I believe that's pretty much everything. Obviously, we've still got to get some more refined metal for the things that we want. I would definitely like the auto sweeper to be in here. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this. We got reed fiber, we got plumb bathrooms, we got great hall. We could swap out the plant now, maybe. Let's research the plant. The exact opposite of what we want to do in Belatro. Yeah, we've actually done stuff way quicker than usual. And we can keep going as well. Like, if I put the park sign here, then I can make this the nature reserve. And then we can put something in here like the grill. That's what we're going to do. Can you actually reach all of that? Can if we go down here. And then, do we have the grill? No, we could research the grill. don't think I want any of these dupes. We'll take the coal. We put a ladder down to the bathrooms there and have them only exit, so they always go through it in the morning. Maybe. No, oh, hold on. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I'm just gonna put the ration box in there, I think. Bedrooms? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Again, this is not going to be the permanent base. The permanent base is going to go up here, but that's much more achievable than last time's goal of moving on the other side of the map. This is just for them to hang out. We're going to rebuild most of this stuff just up there. But we're not going to get super hung up on it like last time. We're just going to move up there very soon, I think, before we get too big. Yeah, we've got time to grab a few more bits. So how much reed fiber did we get? Let's add more resources to the list as well. So reed fiber, we've got 10 reed fiber. That seems like a good amount. Lime up on the list. Gold amalgam, yeah. Slime, yeah. Copper, yes. Yeah, I think I'll do. Okay, so we can make the auto sweeper here now. And then we can make the power control station, but I don't really want to do that just yet. Let's actually just put the kiln in here. Let's actually put the kiln in here for now. Maybe we'll make a tiny bit of refined carbon. Once we get a metal volcano up and running, we'll do the power control station. Maybe we won't even end up doing that. We'll see. Right, dupes are all still good. They're all on schedule. Right, did we get the pot? Not yet. Room is slightly too big at the moment. So let's just put a door here. Right. The hanging pots. Oh, it's got to be the puzzle cube pot, hasn't it? Yeah, look at that. Then we remove these. I can remove this. We can put the phone in here. We'll need to put a water cooler in somewhere for heat resistance, but that will go to a separate room. Oh, that's what we should put in here. The water cooler. Does that work? If we put the water cooler in here, does that conflict the room? Let's see. So, it's... Oh, I need a door here. Yeah, okay. What else do we need to do? We need to put the plants in here. Probably the... Oh, let's put the mellows in here. Whatever. And then... tables. And then... the phone. There you go. Right. Right, so the water cooler is not allowed. It's a conflicting building. We could put it at the end, but that feels kind of bad. So we do need to put the grill in here, and then maybe the ration box. Maybe... It's a shame we can't quite fit the ration box in here. I could just put the sign here, and then we put the ration box here. But then... no, the issue with that is they could reach it from the other room. Alright, let's just do this for now. I don't think we're going to be cooking that much food yet anyways. So, all edibles, copy paste, remove this. We've got all the stuff up here, we can remove this. Unpowered fridge. Oh, whatever, it's fine. Right, so now they have a reason to go in the nature reserve. It's a little bit longer and out of the way, but that will give everyone the morale for now. I think that's fine. I'm not going to overanalyze it. Right, let's see, what does Abe want? More construction for Abe, I think, because you're the mechatronics guy. Right, and then let's just make, like, a couple of lots of refined carbon, and then... I think we're pretty much there. What else do we even want to do today? We could do the bottle drainer. Put that there. Then that can just go in here. Yeah, that seems fine. And then we can get rid of all the germy polluted water. So the Pacus have all come over here. They're all eating the waterweed seeds. Oh, we'll be fine. Yeah. Pacus are fine now. They are satisfied. And we'll eventually end up with some tropical Pacus. If we look at the navigation, it doesn't look like they're affected. And this should help temper the heat from the vent for quite a while. I will dig this tile out, and then I think we're mostly good. We can sweep up this random stuff as well. In fact, if I build a ladder here... Well, we'll go back up here. And then we'll, once we've swept this up, we'll go grab the other one. They're not cramped anymore. Yeah, exactly. Oh, now they're cramped. They're crowded. But they're not cramped. I think this is fine. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. What else do we want? Obviously, we could go for exosuits. Probably not needed yet. Let's go for ranching stuff. Let's go for ranching stuff, because we'll need that later. Not 100% sure which ranches to do first. Right, that ladder will go there. And then what I could do as well is I could actually push this over. And then we can actually escape. We could actually put the fire pole up here. Yeah. And I don't mind you dupes doing this for now. We can also come in here. I think this is fine. We'll remove all these tiles fairly soon. I think we've actually done that pretty well. Now, the mud has moved some of the water. That's fine. What we'll need to do is we'll need to build some tiles here quickly. We can do that. And then just dig all of this. Then tile this. That's still fine. We'll drain all this water pretty quickly on research. That's the plan. Right, polluted water can go in here. I really like this idea with the bottle drainer. That's a very good idea. And now, if I just push... Okay, this does not all need to be yellow there anymore. If I... push... Oh god. What am I doing with these tiles? Once that's done, we can just remove everything else. In fact, I could do this now. The granite tiles will be the ones that remain. Also, I can remove all of these. It was a great idea for the devs to make this building. I know, right? I'm so happy about that. Oh, we got hatches in the friggin' bit. That's not gonna do. Well, let's do that, and then hopefully they'll go hide somewhere else at night. Yeah, and then by cycle 20, we're pretty much where we need to be. Functional base again. You'll see just how quickly we'll get to a more advanced position than we were in the previous run. Trust me. We were already really there. I guess we're not going to print another dupe today. That's fine. We got our 8 dupes. The hatches aren't hiding in here. Let's Friday 9 this. Yeah, that's good. So no more hatches in here. Oh, that's not big enough for a nature reserve. Yeah. No, yeah. I figured that out 1 second before you talked about it. That does need to be bigger, in fact. If I just deconstruct this tile, that'll do. Got to capture the steam vent for water. Yes. That's the next thing. Obviously, we have a lot of water at the moment, but we can't rely on that forever. And also, I'm going to put some deodorizers here. So, oh, actually, hold on. What I will actually do is I'll put some ladders here. I will put some mesh tiles here. And then we'll put some deodorizers here. And then that's going to deal with all of this yucky stuff. There you go. And now we can remove all of this. Nope, not all of that. We can remove all of this. Put the fire pole in. And now the access shaft can continue. So that we can go up here. And we can keep researching more stuff for tomorrow as well if we want. I think I'd rather get this sorted out for now. Yeah, this will be fine. You guys don't mind getting a little bit wet. You're frostproof. And by frostproof, I mean Pacus waterproof, apparently. Wait, do we have a gulp fry? Look, we have a gulp fry. That's a little awkward. Is that going to mess with the water levels? Maybe I'll get them to dig out a bit more space over here. Yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. Actually doing something with Pacus maybe for a change. And now we're cleaning out all the air. We're going to get some clay from this as well. Yeah, and the fire pole can go up here. Yeah, it feels good. It feels really good. Restarting was definitely the right move. They'll probably mess up the water. Yeah, I know. I mean, well, technically it's going to do the opposite, but yes, it's going to affect water levels and stuff. It's going to stop the off-gassing. Do I murder the gob fry? Maybe we murder the gob fry. I only want tropicals. Sorry, gob. Sorry, little fish. Your time is now. Yeah, Pacus. Maybe we have the Pacus be the thumbnail today. Yeah, grab the Pacus fillet. We're gonna murder the gob fry. The gob fry will come later. Yeah, you're a nature reserve now. I could put the grill in. I'll think about that later. We should be grilling food. We don't actually have a chef, do we? No. We'll think about that once we get a chef. Alright, well, I think we're actually done then. I could do with actually getting some sleep, so we're going to wrap it up here. But we've actually... I would wager this is the most productive first colony stream we've ever done. Because look at what we've got here. We got the Great Hall. Look, we've got the Great Hall. We've got the plumbed bathroom with thimble reeds. We've already got enough reed fiber for an Atmos suit. We've got smart coal power. We got a nature reserve for that the dupes are grabbing all their food out of. We've got barracks. We've even got some clay production, and the Pacus are actually satisfied. So I think we're in a very good position. And then the next priorities are going to be sorting out water. Now, we have the salt water vent. Obviously, we could run a desalinator and just call it a day. This is definitely enough water for us to do that with, and then do the spom. That would delete the heat from this vent, which would be pretty useful. Obviously, saltwater vents are best for boiling, because you could get them above the boiling threshold really easily, and they're not wasting power on it. We don't have a huge amount of power available at the moment, but we need a bit more advanced tech before we could really do the cool steam vent. So, what I'm thinking we do... I'm thinking we do desalinate the saltwater vent for now. But I guess the question is, we've got loads of algae. We haven't got loads of algae, but we've got enough algae that we can feed Pacus off that for a while. Do we try and save the algae for Pacus? Or do we lean on seeds later? Rush science? Well, yeah, we have been rushing science. That's why it's been going so well, because we've had 2 researchers right from the bat. I mean, we need radiation science. We have Wheezeworts up here. We could do that pretty easily. There are crashed satellites of this asteroid as well. Not that we've found any yet. I think there's one over here. Maybe. Nah, it's probably another Wheezewort. Are we literally just at the point where we just build Draco Lab number 2 already? You'd rather Pacus on algae forever while ranching a few puffs? It would be good to get food sorted. I think that's a good idea, Quantum Zari. Because we've got the chlorine vents, so we're going to want puffs anyway, so we get squeaky puffs. We don't really have a polluted oxygen source yet, though. Apart from all the water, but there's not a lot of water. I'll have a think. We got a bit of time because we're not coming back to this run until Friday, but I think we've had an exceptional start today. 1 puff could feed 2 Pacus, which could feed 6 dupes. Yeah, that's good. Geo2 the salt water. The vent is not spiky enough for it to be self-sustaining, but obviously with squeaky puffs, it would be. So I don't think we geotune it yet. I mean, I guess we have enough bleach stone on the map. We probably can just geotune them, right? But then we'd still need to condense it. And at this stage, that might be a little bit annoying before we have steam vents. Or steam turbines. I'll have a think. We've got time to think about it. In any case, we're gonna head on out. Thank you very much for watching. I think this has been a really good start to the second and final attempt at this challenge. Because we're not going to restart now, because we're not going to fuck it up. But thank you very much for persevering with me. As always, this will go up on YouTube. The YouTube channel is here. If you aren't already following me on Twitch, feel free to follow me and you'll get a notification when I go live. We are trying to stream on weekday evenings. At the moment, Monday, Tuesday, Friday is the plan. But depending on what video stuff I want to do, I might mix it up a little bit. But we'll definitely be back Friday. That's definitely going to be the next stream. There's also the Discord where we hang out and we talk about Oxygen Not Included and other games, but mostly Oxygen Not Included. There's a fair few good Balatro seeds on there as well. Go into that. But now let's go raid someone. Yeah, you guys have had the intro stream without any ONI music. Feels different. Let's go raid Live Action Pixel. We haven't raided them in a while. I wonder what they're up to. Come for the pipe spaghetti. Somebody touch his spaghetti. No, this feels like the right move. Thank you again for permitting me to do this. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.